Good morning and welcome to the Twitch stream. I can't even do it for 2
I was
seconds.
gonna go with you. You blew it.
I was trying to go super ultra like boring town 9000. News at 11 action. Like I just can't do it, man.
Today there was a high-speed car chase on 5.
That actually sounds pretty good, Tracy. Have you ever thought about, did that thought ever come to your mind growing up? Be honest. I want to be a newscaster.
Yes, actually.
No, gosh, stop it.
Yes. When I was younger,
so pissed off right now.
I think it was eighth grade, we had a marketing class where and we had to write up like ads and things like that.
Yes.
And do news broadcasts, and I enjoyed it. And I handled AV.
You handled AV.
I did.
This is from Tracy. Like she'll be like, my computer's not working.
This is back. No, this is back when you plug the camera into the
big like gigantic.
It was like 3 plugs.
Oh my
I
God.
had it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And it got me out of classes, so I was all for it.
You were into it, yeah. Good morning, everybody in chat. Shawnee Starfire. Some meme time, is that right? Welcome, Purple BTS, Mama Frog 7, Veronica TNB, just trying to go through Tank Jackson. What is up? Rita 74. Kelly nailed it. Let's see if we can get right into nails today. I have a curing question that Tracy can confirm or deny. I like it. Deny. Let's move on. Purple BTS, LMA. Just kidding. I have a curing question. Okay. How the client holds their hand inside the lamp can make the difference in the world. How their gel or gel polish cures. Is this correct? Tracy, I want to answer this. Can I answer this?
Of course.
Okay, you're going to get Tracy's.
Anyway, the answer is...
First of all, deny. Second of all, the answer is, this is true. I learned this recently I was working on some and Tracy will answer, so don't worry, Kelly nailed it. But I want to see if I'm right here. I know I'm right because I watched a Melissa video. I was cutting some micro content, and I learned that like doing like gel polish and gel, part of the problem is like putting your hand in, the thumb is always like sideways, and you have to do a little crooks magooks angle McFangle action with the thumb. I pronounce the B.
Oh,
the B is not silent.
My mom pronounces tsunami to Sami.
That's awesome. I love your mom so much.
Moving
on. So yes, it does. But let's have the pro actually give you information on the curing of gel this morning on a Twitch. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. That's my transition. Tracy, it's to you.
Thanks, Habib. What he said. No, it's totally true. And I just love clients because they're like, my gel, you'll take it out and you're like, why isn't your gels curing on the side? And you're like, put your hand in the light. And they're like, not that drastic, but like, they're like this.
Literally.
Yeah.
They're like this. They put fists in.
Yeah, like put gloves on to cure their, my favorite is this. They get the light, right? And they're like, you're like, put your hand. I never actually spoke. I did this to my clients. This is how they knew what light to go in.
Yeah, tap, tap.
Tap, tap. No speaking.
Tap, 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 tap.
And you hear this.
Oh my God. Jesus, man. That aggressive?
Well, not quite.
I know,
but you just hear it, and you're like...
Well, it's like hitting
and you look in, and you're just like gel all over. You're like, oh.
Okay, so can you demo really quick? What is the proper way to, like...
So if this is the inside the light, you just want them to go straight and lay their hands flat, slightly apart.
But are you thumbing it like separately? You're doing 4 fingers and then thumbs?
Personally, I'm double jointed in my thumb, so I don't have to do it separately.
Well, I'm not talking about you.
I know, but so some clients
are double jointed.
You look in and they're holding it right. Most clients are gonna lay.
But how do you look in? You have to get up from your chair, walk around.
I just peek over.
Okay. It's like, got it. Got it. I got it.
And if that happens, and you know what? If I have time, The best thing to do, like, I got a second, I'm pulling stuff out. Hey, just go ahead and put your thumbs in separately. That's why you want to use 2 lights.
Yeah.
Put thumbs separately on the table like this is very comfortable, and then you have no worries, no problems, no concerns. You know that for a fact that it's completely cured.
So the moral of the story is,
Habib is wrong.
I'm wrong. And during the sale, get another light. I'm gonna sell
I
this.
have so much problems with
No,
coffee.
it's true.
Up my nose. By the way, Ramon complains about cup, but he bought this for me.
Wait. Oh, yeah. He doesn't like when there's other brands on our Twitch stream for some reason, which is, well, I know why. But the fact that he bought that for you, that's, Ramon, you're going against the grain. Are you modeling? It's like the price. Din, 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 din. Is that Price is Right music? Is that right? That's right?
Vanna.
That's Wheel of Fortune. Wait, did I do Wheel of Fortune? Or
That
Price?
is not Wheel of Fortune.
I don't know.
Is it Wheel of Fortune? Yes, it is.
No. Vanna White is Wheel of Fortune, Trace.
Yeah, but the music you did was Price is Right.
Is it? Dun, 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 dun? No?
I think he
that
just
right?
makes up his own versions of everything.
I just like to sing. Let a man sing. Tang Jackson understands me. He sang. Like, you understand how it is, right? Like, you got to just let it out. I got no control of this. Another question, Tracy, from Just Me Illy. I have a quick question about nails. Can you use gel polish and regular nail polish together? It's a good question. Like, how? That's my, right?
Yes.
God, I'm good today.
You are on.
I'm on it.
Fire.
So
You
I
know
would.
what? You don't
how?
need me. I'm out.
Yeah. See you later. Today,
Habib answers all nail questions.
I'm going to answer all nail questions. Your fingers might fall off, but I'm going to answer all your questions. I would. That's my first thing. Is like, how are you using them together?
Yeah, because I combine them all the time, but it
How do you
depends-
combine
yeah.
them? How do?
do I?
Yeah. What do you say? What do you mean? How do you combine them?
Like if I like a color of a polish and a color of a gel, and I'm doing like water marbling or
Oh,
or
okay,
I have gel on the bottom, but I like I want to do some yellow splashes.
Yeah.
I'll pull out and dry brush it on top
Yeah.
of the gel polish. Yeah, I mix it all the time, but it depends in what form we're doing that.
Yeah, so that makes sense to me. I understand. Like if you're doing art and you're yeah, that totally makes sense. I would just ask justme_illy, how exactly are you doing that? I'd want to know, and I think Tracy wants to know. Tracy the Sass, I love it so much, from Frostbite Ruthie. Dude, let me tell you something, Frostbite Ruthie. The sass is never-ending story. Ha-da-da, ha-da-da, ha-da-da. Don't join me. I kind of liked it, actually. I was like, I hate it. I like
Being
it.
your hype man.
I know. The sass is real, and it's ongoing. Are those jellies on the desk? I'm trying to get some meme time. Am I saying that right? I'm sorry if I'm destroying it. Yes, it is. We demoed these yesterday. If you want to see a little some, we can do it again today.
We
Or
have
if you
them on
want to
the
see,
pops.
oh yeah, we got them on pops. So
Not that you can
we'll
see
show
them
those.
very well, but we got them on pops.
SME 1985. Good day to you. Back. Created by Cooper. Good morning. I'm driving, so I'm listening. I missed the beginning. That's okay.
You didn't miss much.
No, actually, this morning's intro was the most we did it on purpose. Dull. We did newscaster. Welcome to today's stream. That was kind of that thing. That was like
That
a
was more radio.
1980s. Was it? Oh, yeah, you're right. It is radio. Like
That was a
1950s.
more radio voice.
You're right. That was like 1950s radio. Frostbite Ruthie, thank you for the double jointed thumbs. Woo! The light is so good. Yeah, 2 lights is gonna be good.
Huge.
It is a big thing. There's actually, Tracy did a video on speed tips at one point, and I don't know if it was last year, Tracy. It was a really good video, but one of the tips is like 2 lights makes a massive difference. You know.
Well, when you have one light, right, it's in the middle of your table. You're trying to work over it, which I don't like how it positions. And then you're waiting for one hand to cure while the other one, before you can put the other one in. And when you have 2, it's way more comfortable for the client, and it gets everything out of your way, and you're just going to go faster on top of it. So
Yeah. You always want to go faster. Without
because if you ain't
second.
first,
You're
You're
last. Such a that is like beautiful. It's beauty in that quote, I gotta say.
changed my life.
Change your life. Change my life. Didn't change my life. Wait,
Where's the camera?
what? The camera's right here. Your
No.
camera's right there. Oh, his camera. Don't worry. Well, yeah, we're gonna let everybody get on top.
Just every day,
Every single
time.
Literally, people in the chat are going to get so sick of us mentioning this, Ramon. They're going to be like, will you please shut them up, Ramon, and get the stupid camera going?
I think we should just charge him a fee every day.
He'll pay the fee. That's the problem. He'll be like, okay, I'll pay the fee, and he'll pay the fee. He'll say it like that, too. Okay, babe. That sounds like nothing like Ramon.
Okay, babe.
Like the kid that was ripping on me. Oh, Beeb, my name's Beeb.
My name's
Little
Beeb.
punk.
I'm a trash.
I'm trash. I suck at this game. 7-year-old talking smack to me, little punk. It's kind of funny, though. Yesterday, we were talking about it after the stream. Just if you weren't here yesterday, basically I was streaming with my son and his friend who's 7, and this kid was talking trash to me. That's just the little bit of background. But we were talking about it out there, and I just started laughing. I'm like, it's actually funny. It's actually pretty funny.
Not at the time, but...
No, at the time I was like raging more. I mean, equivalent, not more. Equivalent to like when somebody will say something to me like, will troll me. In the beginning, it's that heat where you're just like,
Greg's brother.
Forgot about that one. A couple other questions here. Here we go. Okay, just me, Ellie. So this is the gel polish one, Trace.
Okay, got it.
Okay, can I place the base coat, cure, paint on regular nail polish, let it dry, then top coat it? I'm not 100% sure if that's even the right process. I think you can do that.
Yeah, especially with conversion
base and top that we have.
Base and top works really well for
Yeah.
You just have to watch it. I mean, if you're doing multiple layers, that's it doesn't work. You need things to dry in between. But as long as you have a fast drying polish and you have something that's flexible like the conversion, it works. I use it a lot.
I think that the biggest thing is not allowing it to dry, right? You top coat it too quick.
Yeah, so what happens is you'll think it works.
Yeah.
And then when you cure it, you get bubbles. It starts bubbling.
Yeah.
And you're like, what happened? In fact, that's a really good sign of even if you're doing hard gel. If you're doing hard gel and you put polish over it and you get bubbles, it's a really good sign that you need a new gel light.
Yeah.
Because it's not curing the gel and it reacts to the polish.
Moral of the story, get another gel light next weekend. During the sale.
Jeez!
That's just why I'm going to just sell this, guys. Get another gel light. If you only got one, you need 2.
I wish they were out of stock so I could just look at you and say we don't have them.
It'd be funny. Not funny.
Not funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I call my dog Wilbur. I call him good boy, bad boy, good boy. Because he's such a good dog. He's so sweet. And he doesn't have like a bad bone in his body, but he's naughty. But it's funny. His naughtiness is like funny. He's like naughty in just the right way. Good boy, bad boy, good boy, bad boy. It's the same thing, Trace. Same thing. Got it? Mm-hmm. Tank Jackson found the Never-Ending Story 2 and 3 on Blu-ray. Okay, Tank Jackson, we got to have a conversation about this. Listen, first of all, I didn't know that 2 and 3 existed. Second of all,
didn't?
No, I didn't. I had no idea.
They're not as good as number 1.
It will never. I don't even have to see them. Okay, I don't have to see 2 and 3. I know you cannot top the Never-Ending Story Part 1. First of all, most sequels are just you can't do it. Most sequels, except for Godfather 2. Godfather 2 is arguably one of the greatest. I mean, in that series, I think it is. You ever watch The Godfathers?
Nope.
Oh my God, what is serious? Ramon, you watch The Godfathers? Thank you, sir. Tracy, exit the room. We don't need you anymore. It's me and Ramon doing the Twitch stream. How could you not watch The Godfathers? This is like classic movie, like one of the best all time. I'm offended and disgusted even more than just from knowing you, because there's just a level of disgust that exists from knowing you, but even more, Trace, if that's possible.
Well, then I'm really excited that I haven't watched the movie.
Successful. I don't know that you'd like them, actually. I actually don't think you'd like them. You know why? There's a particular, I don't know how to explain it. They're long. They're really long movies, but there's just the storyline is so insane. The characters and everything, it gets like really kind of crazy, but I don't know that you'd like it. It's old. It's kind of old, but...
Well, I know they're older. I know who's in it. I know a lot of the lines. I just never watched them.
You'd have to start with... It's slow, but it like... Oh, my God. Like, once you watch them, and then It's when you start to get to know the characters, you get it. You're invested, and then you're like I used to have the Godfathers. We'd have the Godfathers. We'd have Star Wars, and then we'd have the Blair Witch Project playing. I don't know why Blair Witch got in there,
All
but
three at the same.
No.
You like to party?
Yeah, we like to party. I did like to party. But we would have them. I lived in this like little apartment in Hollywood. It was on Franklin and Bronson. I don't know if you guys know that area. Back when I lived there, not a good area. It was like, whew.
Not a good area.
Well,
'cause he lived there.
Hollywood in general was,
Gnarly.
it was gnarly.
Yeah.
Anyway, my buddy and I, we lived in an apartment, and just we'd have the VCR and we'd have these tapes, and they would just be in the background all the time playing.
Okay, so
all the time. Any one of those movies, constantly.
never seen Godfather. What was the other movie you said?
The Star Wars series.
Oh, Live It.
Of
Love
course.
It. Yeah.
Exactly. Blair Witch Project. You've
never seen it.
Oh my God. I'm such an idiot. I don't know. You guys know Blair Witch. Of course you do. But I went to the movies with a friend of mine.
Did you believe it?
I did. I got sucked in. And dude, it totally got me. Like, cause it was like that first movie of like reality. And he told me nothing. He's like, bro, we got it. He kind of sold it to me. He was like, there is this documentary that we have. It's so insane. He's like, we have to go see this. And I think I was like hammered when I watched it too.
What?
Yeah. Can you believe it? And this guy set me up. I'm gonna blame it on that. And like I watched that, and I thought I was like, what the hell, bro? He's just like looking at me, and then he told me, he was like, you're an idiot. He's like, you dummy, it's fake. I'm like, what? And I was like so sad because it was so good believing it was real.
wanted the poor people to go through that experience. I'm so bummed.
I wanted the like this area, and like I think it was in Boston or Massachusetts in the woods. I wanted it to be kind of real because it was so spooky. Like it was genius what they did with this movie.
Wasn't there a number 2? Did you watch that?
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Did you see that, Ramon?
Yeah.
Did you like it, Ramon?
No. First one was the best one.
First one was so good.
I think because it got people in because you thought it was real, but yeah, I never saw it. I'm not a big movie person.
What?
Believe it or not, it's not my.
Tracy, every weekend you're like, what's good on Netflix, Habib? What did you say that series? What? Like you're always asking.
I like the documentaries.
Oh, okay. No, but okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I misunderstood you. Yeah, you enjoy like a 2-hour movie is not your thing, but you like a docuseries or
99% of the time, I wasted 2.5 hours of my life.
Yeah.
And I end up not liking the movie. I'm like, sucked.
Yeah.
So when you say that, this documentary and it's really good, and I love those kind of styles, I'm like,
totally.
okay, I'm going to try that out. And usually they're in parts, so you can get a few in and go, no.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Love it. But yeah, I'm not a huge.
It's very interesting what you're saying. I think the entire sort of entertainment industry has. Let me know if you agree with this too, and let me know if you agree with this, Tracy. But the whole entertainment industry, I think, has completely shifted. And I agree. I don't think movies are what they were. Do you remember when celebrities, when they would do like TV, it was like looked down upon?
Oh, huge.
It was like I don't do TV,
I'm a movie star.
A movie star.
Not a TV star.
But it has completely shifted.
Yeah.
The TV series on HBO or Netflix.
Where it's at.
It is where it's at.
And you would think they would like that because it's a continual gig.
Yeah.
You know, but
absolutely.
I think they used to make so much money off movies. You do one and you're done.
I agree.
But yeah, so many disappointments.
Sorry, we have I'm trying to keep track of the nail questions too. I want to make sure we get to everybody from YouTube. D Zenitram 23 manicure top coat. That's our gel polish top coat, by the way. And I use manicure cleanse, and it looks a little dull after removing the sticky layer. What am I doing wrong? Great question.
Make sure that you're curing. I know that manicure, we do like 30-second cures throughout, but it's really important to do a full minute at the end with your top coat. And then I would say if you're still having problems with a shine, it might be time to
get a new light. Perfect timing. Thank you, Tracy, for that.
I just laid it right at his front door on that one. This is the thing about lights.
They're bright. Sorry, continue. That was stupid. That was
My
really
light
bad.
is dimming.
gonna make light puns, jokes all street.
Is everybody's they last 50,000 hours. First of all, who's timing this stuff? You know what I mean?
I know.
I purchased a light every year.
Yeah, it's smart.
It's just I don't want to have to worry about you'll notice like it doesn't seem as shiny when you pull it out. You're filing it. It seems to kind of be sloughing versus being hard.
Yeah.
And there's just these signs that it's time for a new light. And not being shiny is really one of the first indications.
Yeah. Perfect transition into next week we have a sale. Great time to get a light. I'm just kidding. You know what? Honestly, I don't want it's not like we have over inventory of lights or anything. I'm actually, and it's gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with him?
Warehouse full of lights.
I need to sell lights.
Move the lights, Tracy.
That's
the only thing on sale, by the way, is lights.
It's just lights. Which gets us to our next question from Crystal55. Is the entire site going to be on sale? Yes. The entire site is on sale. This is one of our biggest sales of the year. So it absolutely will. Created by Cooper. I have 2 lamps, but only one is a Young Nails lamp, and my Young Nails lamp works better than anyone. Thank you. That's very kind.
Nice.
I like that. Let me see here. I'm just scanning for questions. Take your camera off, Habib, and point it at him. You know what? I'm not kidding you. I had this thought for the morning, but I will screw something up. Ramon has this totally dialed in. If you guys could see, he's got it really dialed in.
I think that's the threat. Like, we are going to mess some of your stuff up if you don't get
just
yourself
take a picture
camera.
and show it. Oh, but he's not going to show on the camera. That's the problem. He's got control of everything. It's really annoying. Frostbite Ruthie, it has to do with the curing of the gel top coat, which is immediate, and the conventional polish takes 24 hours to fully dry. Ours doesn't actually. Our polish fully dries pretty quick.
Yeah, I usually do 4 minutes, and I can top coat it. So yes and no on that one.
Mama Torres, when will the dust collector be back in stock?
So the ports have been horrible, really bad.
Yeah.
And the thing is the ports got so backed up that they are not allowing them to even ship from the original location. They've stopped a lot of shipping to even come in because the ports are so backed up. So things are taking a little longer than they typically do. We're looking at the beginning of June.
But we're still are we gonna put it on sale?
I was gonna talk to you about that because I think we should.
Okay.
But you're the CEO.
What?
But you're the CEO.
Yes. Okay.
So final approval.
So I would still love to give you guys. I don't want to miss out on that opportunity.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't want you to get upset either if it doesn't ship the first week of June. Like, I'll give you an example. We had some bottles we were waiting for, and we were told for months that they were literally at the port, that we're going to get them from port.
Yeah.
And we just got them. It took like 3 months, right?
Over 3 months by the time we received them all.
So what a nightmare. It would just be a nightmare if I think it's getting better. I think as time goes, it will open up. So I'm not expecting it to be 3 months at all. But I would still like to put them on sale, so that you can get the 30% off. And then once they get here, they will ship as soon as they arrive.
Yeah. So we'll just, I'll talk with Ramon and we'll get like a big thing that says shipping this date. So everybody knows you're not expecting it. But it's just been difficult on some items.
And not just for, obviously, I think majority of companies are experiencing some of these. Thank goodness, most of our, the majority of our products are actually manufactured in the United States. We have very few things that we bring from outside the U.S. A few we do, like the dust extractor is one that comes from outside. Yeah, jars. Some bottles, jars. But all of the products, everything, I don't know, 90% of everything comes from here. That's why we didn't actually have, even during the pandemic when it got crazy, we didn't have supply chain issues because the majority of our stuff is manufactured here. Yeah,
the only problem we had is with them having reduced hours and COVIDs and stuff.
Yeah,
obviously
those things.
Companies reduced their hours, so
absolutely.
That was the only problems we ran in.
From Camerv, I used the Ultimate Kit for the first time. Non-dominant hand, pretty decent. I forgot to pinch 2 nails, but they look amazing anyway. Dominant hand is disaster. I tried a French. They are too thick now. Well, I think that's just doing nails with your non-dominant, and that just takes practice, right?
Struggle. It's such a struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just file them some more if they're too thick, but
Yeah.
it'll get better with time. Or, what I used to do is just kind of sit around the salon and try to look pathetic enough for someone to offer.
I like it. Wanda Emanuel from YouTube, again from London. Can I use base coat or builder gel as glue with full color nails or tips?
Full cover tips?
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, wouldn't use the hard gels. We have had a lot of success using manicure in the tub, adhering the full cover tips. So that's what I would use. It's a little more flexible. It gives, you just got to make sure you prep the inside of the tips very well and prep your natural nail like you typically would. And then you're good to go.
Yeah, that's, yes, exactly. I'm all, yes, exactly. Trying to like do two things at once. Yesterday, I just want to say this real quick. I went home. I was watching streams. This tripped me out, dude. I was working and I had my Twitch streams up. Again, I was talking about this yesterday. I love my Twitch streams. I love watching these gamers. And this one gamer that I was watching I don't even know. He has like millions of followers, and there was like 30,000 people watching him playing Fortnite. And I'm listening to this kid like lose his marbles on live stream, right? Like completely like almost tantruming out. And I was like, what the heck? So I'm like, what is this? I wanted to see what this kid looked like. So I just looked him up. 16 years, like, I was like, I forgot that so many of these kids that are pro gamers they're teenagers.
Yeah, they're young.
16 years old.
Yep. Making
millions of dollars on like they're like sponsored and part of a team and
they have their subscriptions.
Oh my gosh, they got their subscriptions rolling, but I'm like, dude, you're a like, of course you're flipping out. Like you don't have the tools yet.
You don't have the experience to handle stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm almost 48 and I feel like flipping out myself sometimes.
I know, you tantrum, Trey. I've seen you. Yeah, I've seen it. Like, I mean, it's a good thing that I stay calm, and the anchor that holds the boat down, Trace, in the young nails,
You're really going to go down this path?
I'm not going to go down this path. I'm going to stop right there. Okay, Tracy and Habib, you two, couple days ago with the whole lotion baskets biz.
Sorry.
First spit take, then I thought I was okay, so I tried again, another spit take, moving on to snot bubbles. I don't understand.
Laughing so hard?
Oh.
That's what I take it.
I think you're right. Sorry, I'm a little slow this morning. Every time I think about some high school girl doing that I'm sorry. I'm like, sometimes I get in the middle of conversations with you guys. SoCal Mandy, are lights just lights or do they really matter? They really matter. Yeah. We've been through this, like in our process of finding a good, partner manufacturer to have good lights. I mean, in the past, like in the beginning, we experimented with so many lights. All lights are not created equal. I can tell you that.
Yeah, we've had a lot of questions about wireless lights, and I'm not saying there isn't any good ones out there. We've tested many, and it just doesn't have the output that we're looking for. But yeah, it does make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, dust collector only sale. SoCal Mandy is asking for. I don't think we're just gonna put it on sale next week.
Yeah.
So don't worry. It's not gonna. I mean, unless we get lucky and it arrives, but
we're not that lucky.
I know. Probably not. I'm not even gonna say that. Okay, from YouTube, Melanie Borley. Why do you not ship to Canada? I love your products, a few from Amazon, and I want to be able to take advantage of your sales. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, we have several distributors there, but
yes.
We actually do ship to Canada.
But I think
they have to call in.
Yeah, you have to call in.
Yeah.
I think, and we probably shouldn't be talking this live, but I'm going to do it.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Ramon, is that possible to open up Canada on the website so that people could order and then we could ship?
It's the shipping
issue. He's blinking his eye. He's like this. He's like, it's like malfunction.
It's the shipping cost issue. So
if that was worked out, could we do that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna talk to Ray about it and see. I think that's always the problem and the challenge is the shipping. It's a huge reason why we don't ship a lot of international, like overseas, because when you ship nail products like Swipe,
Liquid.
Alcohols, solvents, liquid, these are flammable.
Even polish.
Even nail polish is like one of the highest flammability. People don't know that, but it is. It gets really challenging. So, but we will look into it. I think that's why we say call in. And Ray can typically work with you on that. Can you put Ray's email, Ramon, in the chat? Ray
Let's
at
put his
youngnails.com?
address and phone number.
Yeah, put his
Blood type.
a little bit everything. Habib, did you turn Mila loose on him and let her tell him to grow the heck up? Oh, sorry. So Kelly nailed it. Is talking about when this kid,
Habib's bully.
Yeah, my bully, the 7-year-old bully that was talking smack to me when I was gaming with him and my son on Fortnite. Yes, I did. Mila came in and she played, and I was like, hey, if he talks smack to you, you can give it right back. I'm okay with it.
I bet she enjoyed that.
No, she did. And as a matter of fact, yesterday, like I got home yesterday and Theo was gaming, and Theo's like, Dad, will you game with us? I'm like, no, sorry, buddy. I don't want to play with that guy. I was like,
I'm not playing with
him.
Taking my ball and going home.
Exactly, man. I don't want to be around that energy. Even if you're 7, sorry, I'm not going to do it. And Mila kept, like, we were eating dinner and like the headset was still there, and I guess Theo's friend was waiting for him, and Mila kept going by and just like talking smack into his mic. I'm like, Mila, knock it off, stop it. That one Asian Gabby, Habib, you are literally the most unhinged. 110%. You are correct. Veronica TNB, I love Greg's acrylic brush, but the paint on the handle is melting. I think is there not a coating? Or
there is a coating.
Yeah.
It depends when you got it too. We have a better coating even. But when it comes to the handle, because it's so far up, you really got to watch how much liquid you put in the ceramic dish and make sure it's not getting on the paint itself, which can be hard. And then when you try to clean it too with Swipe or whatever, it can be hard. But yeah, there's a really good coating on it now.
Yeah. The whole brush issue has been a little bit challenging for us. We're working out a lot of, different kinks in terms of like supply issues is what I'm talking about. And then, always we're looking to improve. So I know we've been working on that. And it should be better. Designed by Cease from YouTube, Alexis Rodriguez. Hi guys. So I have a question about using hard gel. I just used the hard gel with clear tips and I have white spots on the nail. Why is that?
She used the hard gel with what?
With clear tips.
Like clear tips, clear tips?
Yeah, so that's a great question.
Or with normal, typical tips, is my question.
Right. So that's her question. So let us know and we'll get back to you on that.
Thanks for the backup.
Yeah, you're welcome. SoCal Mandy, I just got to say you guys make my mom life so much more entertaining in the morning, like actual adults to talk to. I wouldn't
argue with
qualify
that.
us as actual adults.
Are we adults?
That's a huge compliment. Like,
thank you.
That's a massive compliment. I would say we border, like if you could take a 47-year-old, Tracy's 48.
No, I am not.
Oh, you're right. You're still 47 until Saturday?
I don't know. I
don't know.
I really don't. The 22nd, whenever that is.
That is Saturday.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Saturday, Tracy turns 48. Okay, fine. 2 47-year-olds. I just love to prod.
Next week you can.
Next week I can, correct. And but there's also there's a third part of us is like 15, and then there's like a 2-year-old that exists in there too. So majority, hey, that means I'm like average like 21.
And then the 2-year-old wins most of the time.
Dude, the 2-year-old totally wins.
I have an argument inside my brain with everybody, and the 2-year-old gets to come out.
Exactly. Okay.
What you got, Ramon?
Here we go.
Keeps on pointing.
The question. So I didn't use full tips with the gel. I used the regular clear ones, and I got white spots.
What? Okay, I'm sorry. I know this is just process. Like if you ever DM and you get 100 different questions, it's just part of the process to make sure I get you the right answer. Is the white spots on the tip itself or on the body of the nail? I think that's my last question.
Sorry, water break. Yeah, let us know. We'll get right back to you. Frostbite Ruthie. So on the website, can you please add some description of each product, even like just a little, because it sucks to just have the name and have to remember what it is and what it's for when you want to buy it. Interesting. Okay, we'll look at that. I thought we have descriptions.
Yeah.
Which product are you talking about, Frostbite Ruthie? Can you let us know? Because I'm
Here's an
pretty
example.
sure there are descriptions. Fill that water bottle up. Serenity the Pink. Listen, I'm at 11 a.m. I'm ahead, and it says to remember my goal. I'm ahead of my goal. This keeps me hydrated. It works. Tracy doesn't believe in it. She fills her up with,
I do
with
believe
vodka.
in it. I do that too. But I do believe in your guys's because Greg likes to leave his here while he
doesn't
takes
use
off
it.
for a while, and I water the plants with it.
So he thinks he's drinking it. He's like, dude, I'm doing good. The plants are getting it.
Yeah, they're doing well.
Do you really do that?
Yes.
That's hysterical, man.
Alexa
Oh my.
says on the body of the nail.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So on the body of the nail.
There it
Okay,
is.
that's interesting. So I would say that there's some kind of like something left over on the nail, and maybe what you could do is shoot us some pics if you have it on our Instagram DM, and they'll get them to me. But make sure that you're cleansing that nail really, really well. I like to take a manicure brush with swipe and brush down. And then you should notice anything like that while you're brushing out your protein bond or your base. There's another possibility that you're seeing an air pocket or an air bubble in your gel, that you're not working out the air bubbles good enough. But yeah, if you could shoot us a pic, just when you shoot it, DM us in the Instagram, or you can email me. It's tracy@youngnails.com, and it's, my mom didn't know how to spell, so it's CEY for Tracy. Tracy, apparently, is what I was told. And I'll take a look at it.
So Frostbite Ruthie, like the versions of Synergy Gel especially suck. You know what? You're actually right. I'm going to agree with you. We need actual, it's our generic description of all the gels, but we
When
need,
you go into color, it doesn't really specify.
no, we actually need descriptions of each one. And we'll do that. We'll get them to Ramon. We'll build that out. That's a great call out. I appreciate that. Let's see what else. Protein bond, Synergy Gel, swipe, brush it. Protein bond. Protein bond should have a description. Let me see. I may argue with you on that one.
Habib just likes to argue, by the way.
I like to argue.
Even when he agrees, he likes to argue.
I'm going to disagree.
We'll be 30 minutes into this like deep discussion to realize that he actually agreed with what my original statement.
So I'm going to disagree with you on the protein bond. I think that one's good. The leader, a non-acidic adhesion without the corrosive primers, so it's non-acidic. Our proprietary polymer bonds to the keratin structure and creates a stickier surface, bonds to the natural nail, and provides an anchor for gel, acrylic, and polish. That's literally what it is. So I'm going to disagree with you on the protein bond. I'm going to agree with you, though, on the Synergy Gel. I think they suck. Well, I don't think they suck.
Wow.
It's not a...
Whoa.
No. Listen, it's a great... and this is not... This is not Ramon's fault. This is our fault. He's like, yeah, I know.
That's why I'm like, wow, because Ramon actually handles most of our web.
No. But he didn't write
he gets the info from
us. Yeah,
So
Ramon, if there was no description at all, I would be like, Ramon,
What the
is going
heck,
on?
Ramon? No camera, no description.
The hell, bro?
Get
No,
me McDonald's.
Exactly. But it has a description, so Ramon can't create the descriptions. We have to do that. But it needs one for every
But
single...
can't he? I mean, come on.
Protein bond is correct. Thank you. We agree. Awesome. But you know what? I appreciate that feedback because we will go back and I'm going to go, this will give us a nice chance to kind of review and go through it, right?
Well, we can only
Ramon?
improve
And-
unless, if we know.
No, for sure. And it's a lot of times we're like, we built that website. It was an insane task. And
during COVID, wasn't
oh yeah,
it?
during COVID and then right before Black Friday, it was complete madness. So a lot of stuff, we didn't, there's maybe some detail in there, but I appreciate that. Thank you. We will get that done. More swatches on nails will be great. That's for Slickboard. That's actually in process, right, Ramon? Yeah, that's happening. Greg actually finished. Can you tell that story about so hold on, let me just prep this. So Greg did all the swatches for Slickboard.
Chunks right now.
Yeah.
Chunks.
Yeah, exactly. We're doing them in like groups. So like, cause there's 218 colors, right? And so Greg literally has to paint each one out on a tip, but the process of getting that was very interesting because Tracy.
Which part are we talking about?
I don't think Greg, it's a large job, so I don't think he wanted to do it, right? And you were like, I'll do it. And he was like, no, I'll do it.
So this is a lot of Greg and my Greg and I have a very unique relationship, I would say, because
that's one way of putting it.
I mean, him and I sometimes will
dude.
Totally go at it.
Big time.
I mean, I've walked in after an OWC and just like, and then Greg comes in after me and he's all, and I think we've yelled at we have a very unique.
Tracy, there's been points in the earlier where she's like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Like you and I have had that conversation.
Yeah, I did tell you that one time that I didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, because her and Greg have gone to battle. Yeah. So, which it was funny until the point where she was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I was like, whoa. Chill. And
I'm sure Greg said the same thing.
Oh, dude, he was like, oh, whoa, chill.
No, I mean, you can't do this anymore. You know?
No, he doesn't have a choice.
And then 5 seconds later, we're picking on each other and
completely.
It's like a brother,
yeah,
for sure. So Greg, this is a lot of times when we ask him to do something. He's a very busy man, so he'll be like, he complains. He'll be like, Ramon, I don't understand why we need to do it that way and why this has to be this way. And then he'll partially do it. And you're like, but you didn't finish it. You have to put him on these little tips.
Yeah.
And then he'll use the wrong size tip. And so one day he was just having this conversation with, and I've learned through the years, I don't go off the top. I'm just like, you know what, Ramon? I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm really busy right now. I've been working in the warehouse. I'm working like 12-hour, 15-hour days. I'll do it. No problem.
I got you.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. And Greg and I have again. So Greg always goes through this process. It's I know the steps. He'll get defensive, upset, kind of walk away. And then later on, he go, anyway, I'll go ahead and do those for you.
It's great, actually. So. And he did. I remember I went up there and he was like, great. He got a lot of them done, right?
Was a lot.
No, I think he got them all done, but we're posting them a little bit at a time, right, Ramon?
Yeah.
Well, it's 218 of them, so it takes a while.
It's insane.
Yeah, and that's just like where we're doing everything.
Yeah,
Polishes,
everything.
Yeah. So better ones are coming.
Is my picture going to get updated too? A new one of me, like slick?
Yeah, he's gotten older, so we need to update that.
Yeah, older but younger. The amazement of my aging process will astound you in this photo.
What was that? The one that Brad Pitt played in when he was getting older?
Oh, Benjamin Button.
Yeah, younger.
Benjamin Button is the movie in real life, Tracy, that I will be starring in. Ramon will take photography of me, and I will look good, and we will update that on the website for y'all. Okay?
Can we talk about one of your pictures that have been taken before? And
Which
we
one?
received them, and it was highly, you guys looked... remember, like really like you had a lot of makeup on, though you guys didn't.
Oh
remember
my
those
God.
pictures?
Oh my, okay, so.
I was dying.
Dude.
Best pictures ever.
We did this photo shoot, okay? And it was for the website. I think it was like 3 years ago or something. And the photo shoots are always like, I don't enjoy them. It's like, we usually have like a makeup artist and we'd have somebody that does like wardrobe. We'd bring over all this clothes and then she would like style. And it's just like a lot of time. And then you set up this whole thing in the warehouse and it's like
start laughing.
Yeah, start laughing. We're like, ha, 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 ha. And then like Greg ends up pushing me and it's weird. Photo shoots are weird. So we're doing this one and we'd finished and we're like, oh, cool. And the photographer was like, dude, these are amazing, and 99% of the time, we've used our photographer. They're amazing.
Yeah.
But there was something in the editing that went...
You tried something different. Yeah.
And you could actually see the makeup caked and it was like, we looked like zombies. It was weird, right?
It was weird. And like... Makeup.
And
you guys weren't even wearing that much makeup. You have to wear makeup. Like if you're getting pro pics done, even the guys have to get a little makeup. It's just a thing.
Well, a lot of the reflection, you need the muting and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Powder to make sure you don't shine and all that.
Yeah.
But it was like, take a beauty guru makeup tutorial.
Yeah.
It is just... Makeup. And I saw the picture come through and I was dying. It was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think we're gonna go with that editing. Let's go with just the normal. But even the normals were a little.
I think we had to use mostly black and white.
Yeah, that's right. We looked
It was
like
just interesting.
It was interesting. Yeah.
So I got my driver's license yesterday. Finally got the new driver's license.
Congratulations,
Thank
Tracy. You can drive. That's so cute.
I am a good driver. Thank you.
Wait,
Stan
you
looks
got
at
it
it.
renewed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I need to because my birthday.
Got it. Oh yeah.
And then you also get the new driver's license with the, what do they call that? The real ID.
Oh yeah, those are
Yeah.
yeah.
So Stan's looking at it and he's all, this just pisses me off. I'm like, what?
You're
He's all, look at your picture. It was a good picture. I will actually say to myself, it was a good picture.
Okay.
And his picture looks like a mug shot.
and yours looks
And
like
he
a beauty
was,
shot.
he's like, what the? But it reminded me of Greg's driver's license.
Dude.
That's,
He has.
it doesn't even look like him.
No. I don't know if it's the same. Does he have the same pick on it?
I don't know.
Dude,
think-
he looks like he's got like this little like stash almost, like he didn't shave, and he looks like it literally looks like it doesn't look like him at all.
No, if I pulled him over, I'd be like, no,
That's
bro.
not you.
Mm-mm.
That's not you. Yeah, 100%. He looks insane in it.
Well, that part's true.
That part, he always looks insane. What's crazy is like when Greg was, yeah, I think Greg's been working out pretty hardcore for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
He looks really good. He's in good shape. And so like, this is true for me too. When we were younger, we were so much more unhealthy in so many ways. Yeah, that driver's license picture of Greg looks mug shot. It does not look like
Does
Greg.
not. We have to pull it. We'll show you. We'll have
Yeah,
to
we're gonna show you.
convince him.
We're gonna get all his details and just show you
We
everything.
could show the pic.
Exactly. Let's see here. Also, when this is cool Twitch subscription thing is oh yes, Frostbite Ruthie, thank you. We are actually Ramon very kindly in a nice way pointed out that it's my fault.
He did it in a very kind way.
It was very nice, I gotta say. Ramon is just like, hey, have you finished? There's some setup stuff that I started like, I don't know, 3 months ago when we started doing this, and I was like, yeah, I finished it. He's like, no, I don't. Actually, I think there's a few. I was like, okay, let me take a look at it. And this morning, he's like, hey, were you able to kind of look? And I was like, no, I haven't done it yet. I'll do it today. He's like, oh, because we can't do the custom emotes and stuff and the it's my fault basically. I didn't finish the setup when we made, what is it, Ramon? Not partner. We're still working on partner, but as a Twitch affiliate, which we are officially, there is some setup that needs to be done that I didn't know. And I blame Tracy because
ultimately
she's the
everything's
GM.
my fault.
Hey, you run the company.
It's my fault.
It's the GM. It's your fault.
It's my fault.
Exactly.
It's been my fault all month. Dude, our operations manager, who's amazing, he's just a godsend.
Yeah, he totally is.
We should do an interview. You should do an interview with him one time. I think.
With Danny?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it would be cool.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah. But he came in and he's all got news, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? And he's having the same month I'm having. It's just been one of those
Gnarly.
crazy. It just, you know what I find? I was thinking about this morning.
Talk to me.
When you go through something like COVID, right? And
Yeah.
you're focused and like the business is going like this, but then you can't get employees because it's COVID,
Right.
and you're dealing with, this problem, and you're just growing, but you're going through it, right? Your head's down. Everybody's just heads down doing it.
Yes.
And then you kind of get past it. And that's where
Yes.
we are with, kind of with
Yeah.
COVID, right? Like there's this moment of like, oh,
Yeah.
that's when all the residue, I find,
Yes.
happens.
To come 100% because a lot of things are pushed aside and delayed.
Yeah.
Because it's not top. Like it's in the same way, Tracy, like we talk about this all the time. As we solve problems here at Young Nails, it's the stuff that is, it's all priority,
Yeah.
like whatever the top priority is, that's focused, everything else is pushed down. But as that stuff is solved, these other ones, they surface. So it's like, we'll talk about, like in our shipping process, let's say, we want to get the computer dialed in like an eighth more accurate, because out of every 1,000 shipments, there's one where it's not accurate. Okay, we wouldn't even be thinking about that if we were having issues with picking, right?
Right.
So as the picking is solved, now we can like start to hyper focus and narrow in all these other things. And I think that's exactly what's going on here. Like when COVID was here, obviously we were like, dude, is people getting sick? Oh my God, get them tested. Head down, like 15 hours a day, powder filling, you doing kits. Which this is really interesting. When during COVID, we were assembling the pro kits, we were filling powder, we were shipping, picking, packing. We were doing all that, right? Because we didn't have a choice. Because like Tracy said, we're having problems getting people in because it's COVID and then the rules and separated, and it was very, very complex. So Tracy was she was doing kits a lot of the time. And I remember one time I was like, let's time this to see.
You and Greg were doing kits,
right? Greg and I were doing kits as a team, and Tracy was doing it by herself. And she'd pumped out more than me, and I was like, "You're a liar." I literally didn't believe you.
You did not believe me. He's like, "You had kits on that cart before you started."
Exactly. I'm like, "There's no possible way you could be faster than Greg and me." Which Greg and I, when we work together, we hustle. And Tracy's like, "Habib, I started at the same time you did." I'm like, "You're a liar and a thief, and you're a cheat." How'd you do it? Show me how you did it. It was so frustrating because I'm so competitive, right? I live inside of this like, no, there's no way you could do more kits. I kind of laughed at her when I was like, we're going to time this, like what a joke. And then she ended up doing more than us. Or no, it wasn't more, but it was like almost the amount that Greg and I did. That's what it was. It was absurd because there's no possible way you could do that, And what it came down to, I remember watching her one time by herself, and I was like, oh my God, her method is insane. And so I was like, okay, show me what you're doing. And then that became the standard of like how we did everything. So ridiculous. What's wrong with you? Oh, question.
Ramon's all back to
He's
the
like,
people.
Get to the question, bro. Let's see here. Tracy, help. Oh, Tank Jackson. Is it from Tank?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm going up. But up. Let me see here. Tracy, help. Sorry. I'm going up. I talk my head off sometimes, and I can't get up.
Do you know what it was, Ramon?
I don't see the question.
It was pretty far up. Hold on, let me find it.
We're looking for it. Oh, here we go. How to clean the top of the light.
No, that's not it.
That's
There you go. I'm posting it.
That's not it?
Well, you're posting
Well,
it.
that's one question.
So I like to take, you got to be careful of the logo and stuff like that, but I like to take a little swipe or manicure cleanse and I go over it. And you just want to go quickly and then tell people to leave your lights alone.
Leave them alone.
But if you go over the YN, you're probably, and rub really hard, you're probably going to smear it, but just go around everything. It's important to keep, I like that people
Clean.
ask that because
there's
so many lights.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's important.
They're so gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I do it.
Next question from Tank Jackson is, I'm making full color tips for drag queens and I need to know, do I cap in clear?
On top?
Yeah, of the full cover tips. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Like he's putting this full cover, doing designs, making the press-ons. Like, does he need to cap them in clear?
Are you doing acrylic or just like gel polish? You always want to cap. But for me, I cap in a top coat. So unless I'm doing, again, I don't really do acrylic over
the full cover.
Except that one time where I wanted to look like stucco or plaster, and so I built it up and did this thing, and then I didn't cap it because I wanted it matted.
Yeah.
But typically, you want a top coat.
Yeah.
I like to use finish personally because I don't have to worry about it. When you have those nails on the stand and trying to wipe the sticky off, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So even if I do gel polish that has a sticky layer, I'll just coat it in ultimate finish at the end and call it a day.
Yeah, you don't need to like overlay it in with a pearl of like an overlay bead of clear.
Mm-mm.
No, you don't need to do that. Mm-mm. Yeah, okay. So I hope that helps. Got it. So have your ultimate finish. Perfect. Okay. Created by Cooper, the full cover nails. I don't know if they should be flexible a bit or hard like acrylic.
They're going to have a little more flex to it than acrylic. it is a plastic. They bend. And the whole discussion whether they're gel or plastic, but plastic, and they have a little bend to them, but not a give, if that makes sense. So it's not like going to bend backwards or anything. It has strength, especially it has a beautiful curve, which curve equals strength. So they're going to have a little more flexibility where acrylic might break and this might bend a little bit. Hopefully that answers that.
Hopefully that answers your question. Polish and she said polish and top coat, no gel or acrylic.
Polish and top coat.
I don't know what that is. Created by Cooper. Explain that. Sorry. We'll get back to you. Rooted_1. Hello, I have a question. Does your monomer come with a seal? I just switched monomer and I'm not sure if my local nail salon switched it for MMA. Because I have been watching your video for a really long time now. I've never seen your acrylic turn gummy. Our acrylic should not turn gummy.
Are you using it with our powder?
That's a little weird. The 32 ounce has a seal.
Yes. This actually has the seal that's inside the
so
cap. You never see it.
You don't actually see it. It's in the cap to keep it, nice and
from leaking.
Exactly. But our 32 ounce monomer does have a seal.
A heat induction.
A heat induction seal, exactly. So it's like a foil. When you open it, you have to peel it open before you can pull the liquid. Should not be gummy. I've never seen that, but unless you're using it with is that like an odorless powder? If you use it with an odorless powder, could that happen? Or
it's just not working with the powder. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of odorless liquid. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Tracy, you talk.
It might be. I want to know if you're using it with our powder because I know people that mix and match.
She said Speed White.
Speed White. Okay, you might just be using too much liquid. And it's really common when we work with whites to use too much liquid. So less liquid, maybe dry your pearl out on your table towel. So let me get one of our...
Can you do the camera over there, Ramon? Camera time!
Just let me know it's there. So what I like to do is I get the pearl and I just... let's just do this.
I like it. Do some nails, guys, for once. We're gonna do nails. And I see a question while Tracy's getting set up here about details in more depth of the Memorial Day sale from Genesis Celeste. This is what I can tell you, okay, really quickly while Tracy's getting set it up. The entire store is going to be on sale, and it's going to be aggressive, okay? I can't give you all the deets on what that percentage is, but trust me, you're going to want to tune in. There's going to be bundle deals that are sick and aggressive. And then we have 3 product launches as well. This is one of the biggest sales that we're going to have of the year. So it's one of 3. It's the first one that is huge. So you got to tune in when it launches next week, 27th, 9 p.m. Pacific. Back to you, Trace.
Thanks,
Are
B.
you ready?
Kind of.
Okay.
So typically when we're working with white, we kind of go into it like it's a pink, right? So we pick up our pearl and we do our little bouncing. Hopefully I'm on screen. And then we push it down and we can see it just starts running, right? And so then we play catch up and we're, that's a good example, right? So we're playing catch up.
Oh,
now there's a couple things that can happen when you work with white to wet. One, you're gonna see, I don't know if you guys can see it. We're gonna have to add more and we end up with kind of, I call it shadowing. It's like gray spots in the nail. And it's because it didn't go down right. So it's sparse in some areas, very pigmented in the other areas, right? And then also you can run into the gummy issue. And then you can also run into, if you've ever filed the nail and you see like what looks like little pepper, little black spots in the white, you're like, what in the world? Nothing else is on the nails. It's not you got something in it. It's kind of like air bubbles and stuff that's trapped. And it's because you worked with the white too wet. So when we work with white, what I like to do, I typically like to work with Speed White like you're working with. I have XXX White here. Is I pick up the powder. Right? And I bleed it off on the towel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I put it down. I wipe my brush off so I'm not putting more liquid into it, and then I give it about another 5 seconds, right? And see how it's not moving? And now I can move it where I want it to go, more like clay. And I'm not going to run into that gummy issue. I have no shadowing, and I'm not going to get pepper. I can't really see what I'm doing, but you get the point. So try less liquid. Cool.
Yeah, sorry. My mom was asking what I wanted for lunch. So very important, everybody. I had to get back to her because she was gonna get one thing, and I was like, no, mommy, I don't want that. I want this, mom. So
And make sure the crust is off.
can you cut the crust off the PB&J? You know, that's what I have every morning is like just a peanut butter and like toast.
Okay.
Just
Thank you.
thought I'd let you.
Thank you for that.
Just thought you'd like to know. Let's see here. Nice. Oh, that's Kira. Okay, she's answering some questions. Awesome. Thank you. Can't find the table towels here. Oh, do we have table towels?
In
Are
stock?
they're on the website, right? What would it be under?
Accessories.
Accessories.
Under accessories. I'm on
just
the website
repeating,
right
Ramon.
now. Yeah, I'm gonna act like I know. Under accessories,
Scroll.
see all 16. Let's see. Here we go. It is.
No.
I don't see it on there.
Not it. Under accessories. Go back to shop.
Hold on.
Yep. So the point of this is never ask Ramon.
No, it is. It's under accessories. Scroll down.
Okay.
And implements.
Oh God.
It didn't
I'm an
load
idiot.
fully.
Sorry,
No,
you
it
got to
didn't.
go all the way to the bottom. When you click on accessories, Jesus, you'd think I know my own freaking website. And then you just go to the right. Yeah, there it is, table towels. So maybe, Ramon, can you just drop the link in there?
I can.
Okay, he's going to drop a link for you. Kira, thank you. Love peanut butter toast. Huge.
Don't encourage, Kira.
What's your favorite manicure colors, Tracy?
Ooh. Beige 101. Modern nude. Red 105. No, 102. Sorry. Pink 106. Black and white, of course.
Black is my favorite. Is that surprising?
Nope. You got wearing
Ta-da,
gray.
I know.
You're
I
wearing
got
gray.
my... Is this heather gray?
Yes. Nice.
Look at me.
Nice.
Good job, Beeb.
Okay. Anyway,
I wanted to see how long I was going to stay silent, actually. I was like, I'm not going to say anything.
awkward.
And I won that competition.
We're live. Hello.
Oops, I just lost the screen. Black like your soul, Habib. Frostbite Ruthie, you must be referring to Tracy, because if you actually knew her, people don't know Tracy. The real people
not
do
true.
not know the darkness of Tracy Ryerson's humor, but it is there, and I love it, and I don't want it to change. But
I did. I'm very sweet.
I'm a delicate flower.
I'm a delicate flower.
Black is my favorite too. It has great coverage. Yeah, I just love. I'm so boring. Like black, white. Like I posted a picture on my Instagram where I was wearing like a polo shirt and like stripes, and my hair was like poofy like a bird's nest, and I was like, who the hell is that guy?
I
Right?
was like, that has to be from like the 90s or something. It was like 2013.
Yeah, it was like 13. My wife sent it to me. She's like, look at this. She sent it to me, laughing,
It
pointing.
was an intense conversation. Do you remember what that was?
I do not recall what it was, but it was going down. There was some gnarliness happening for sure, and because like I can feel it when I look at that
I
picture.
look at the picture.
I'm
I'm like, ooh.
it was tense for sure.
I'm like, I hope I wasn't on the other end of that.
Yes. Frostbite, Ruthie. I know Tracy. She works with you. She has to be dark. This is true.
It's just self-protection.
Yeah, self-protection. I like that. That's a good
So
one.
I like to take it to other levels.
Yes.
I don't like to be bested. So I
She-
got to take it one step further.
There's this game we play. It's called Who Goes Through the Door First, and it's not like an actual game, but I'll open the door, or Tracy will open the door, and she waits, and then I wait. I'm like, go ahead. No, you go ahead. And sometimes we'll be standing out there, and there are moments where she will look into my eyes, and she's like, he's not gonna go, so she'll go. And there's days where I look into her eyes, and I'm like, We will be standing out here all day if I don't. It depends on who's feeling more ornery.
Yeah.
In
and
that
what
moment.
and what we're doing.
And what we're doing. But it's who can hold out the longest. And you'll see that played out in different formats. Just like who's going to be silent, not say the first word. I'm just going to and we don't like call the game out. It just kind of happens. And then hopefully you guys will notice for the future. Designed by Cease from YouTube, Sarah Wheaton. Advice for people just starting out with nails. Ooh.
It's an amazing business. You're going to love it, but maybe not at first. That's what I usually tell people. You got to pay your dues. And I know everybody says, I know, I got to pay my dues, but it's pretty gnarly. It's a process. And, but if you persevere, yes.
Yep.
And follow through and pay those dues, it'll happen fairly quickly and you're going to love it.
Yeah.
You know, just don't expect a whole lot out of school. Take as much education as you can, watch as much videos as you can, and practice as much as possible.
Yeah. I think that the advantage that you have starting now versus like when Tracy started is the amount of education that's available on YouTube, social media. I would do that, like take as much of that in as humanly possible. One thing that Tracy always says that I love this piece of advice is like practicing on people as much as possible, family, friends, like getting real. Obviously getting a practice hand is important, but getting that real life experience of putting nails on people, I think is huge. And patience is big. Like you're starting ultimately, I don't know if you're planning on working in a salon or you're working as independent, your own business. If you're working your own business, you got to know it's just, it's going to be hard, you know, but like every journey, something that you love and you want to do, there's no such thing as easy. It's just not possible. So I think patience, hanging in there, and you got to give yourself a break in terms of like, okay, this is going to take time. Don't expect yourself to like, I'm going to get results in 2 days, you know?
No business does that.
No business does that. Like I've said this here many times. It took us 13 years to get back to zero, you know, to where we finally paid off our debt. 13 years, you know, to where we didn't have debt. And then the business started to grow. So that's unusually long. It's not going to take you that long, but just as a frame of reference, it took us that long. So you got to be patient with yourself. Brushes will be on sale, Jessa. I see your question. We got to start wrapping this up actually, just because I know we have another meeting.
Yep.
And regular nail polish, how long does it take to dry?
Ours?
Yeah.
Our polish is very quick. Within, you know, when I'm layering with conversion, I wait 4 minutes. If it's with a regular top coat, usually within 5-6 minutes, I'm good to go.
She also bought the new Instant Studio kit, and the spring area from the cuticle nippers keep coming out. Is that supposed to happen?
No. Just call us.
Just call us. We'll get you a new one. So don't worry about it at all. That's obviously that one has a little bit of a defect in it. Okay, we have to wrap this up. I've said this before, but I'm gonna get Ramon his information today so that we can start doing like subscriptions and then get sub badges. I want to do some insane fun stuff on here. Plus, Ramon and I were talking about yesterday how we can start streaming. Like I work a couple days from home. How we can stream where Tracy's here and I'm at home, and we can still keep the stream going. I want to do more streams. I want to do longer streams also. And we love all the questions that you guys are bringing in with nails. We want to keep doing this, obviously, for the long term. This is my favorite platform. I think it's Tracy's too. And we will be back. It's going to be Tuesday. It's going to be a few days off. I apologize for that. I'm getting vaccinated on Monday. So I will not be coming into the office, but we will be here next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 a.m. on Tuesday. Does Greg have a class on Monday, Ramon?
Yes.
He does. Okay. I was going to say if he didn't, I could do it. But he does, so I won't. So I'll be here on Tuesday, like I've been saying. Okay, this is the long goodbye. Tracy's getting frustrated. I can see it. We'll see you on Tuesday.